enlightened. He's going to throw some light on National Agriculture Education Program. Dr. Ramarao, we would like to hear Dr. Ashwell other than the NAARM engagement in this particular one, because NAARM also providing space for one agriculture, one thing.
Thank you, Dilip. A very good morning, all colleagues. This is our dream actually to make it happen, that in the National Agricultural Research Systems, how do we transfer our knowledge, skills to large number of masses, not only graduates, the youth, the housewives, and many others. So before I go into some 3 points which I jotted down, but Dilip was asking, I would like to say a few words about my academy. We are part of the Indian Council of Agriculture Research, where with a sole mandate of capacity development, the scientists that are in this country, all agriculture research scientists in the ICAR, basically pass through our academy to begin with. We have a 7-month-long, very intensive program, perhaps the unique and the only of its type in the country. Now, we are trying to extend the same thing, a miniature version of that to the faculty of agricultural universities that we just started, and we also have a range of capacity development courses, beginning from the entry-level faculty and scientists, it goes up to the directors and vice chancellors, a range of them. In addition to that, we are also the think tank for the Indian Council of Agriculture Research. We provide a platform for dialogue on policy issues, regulatory concerns, quality issues, both in research, technology transfer, as well as education. This is, and we have our own postgraduate program at the Academy for Agribusiness Management, but basically we focus more on agri-technology management. We take a small group of 20 people, but that is our interface with the agribusiness industry. This is a 5-year-old program. The recent initiatives, what we are doing is, we are trying to have a dialogue on IP issues in the country. We have 3 platforms from the ICAR, that is on innovation, incubation, and entrepreneurship development. So we are trying to provide framework, guidelines. In fact, we are having an intense dialogue in the last 1 week so that the program should start from 1st April this year. And we are also providing a roadmap for technology commercialization in the Indian system. Now coming to the current event, I have 3 areas jotted down. The first one, start from the end users. We have users who are picking up for education. We also look for people who are looking for employment, people looking for the knowledge, and maybe some are looking for the governance issues. Now in all these areas, we need an education and training programs available somewhere, either in the country or anywhere else. Now that's one. We have some kind of a very formal program only for higher education. Now when it comes to the lower education, there is a big vacuum. The universities, KVKs and others provide kind of a capacity development programs, but there is no uniformity, there is no standard for any of them. The way what we have in higher agricultural education, it doesn't exist anywhere down the line. So National Skill Development Mission talks about something, but it hasn't really percolated into the Indian agricultural system. Now that's where we stand as on today. But that's one entry point we need to look into. Even in the formal education, we produce about 25,000, but we need more than 50,000 per annum graduates. We have nowhere with it. And within these 25,000, what we produce, the quality is not uniform. So the open distance education has a big way. In fact, we have done in the earlier project e-learning courses and all the undergraduate courses in agriculture and allied sciences. In fact, Dr. Naik is here who coordinated developing those in the horticulture. Like that, we have 14,000 and odd lessons which are made available on the open access now. We are trying to do the similar exercise with a video formatting now, but a long way to go for ICAR alone. This is, as I said, this is only for higher ed, but how about when we start talking about the rural youth, when we start talking about a large number of entrepreneurs who are willing to come, and a large number of others. We are having a target of something like 5 million per annum, and here I am speaking only about at the most 50,000. Now there's a big gap, and we have no plans how to reach the rest. And whosoever is reaching the rest, there is no quality, there is no regulation. Most of that goes in the name of non-formal type education and training. The second concern what I have, I speak from the Indian system, we have about 25,000 odd scientists and faculty in the universities plus Indian ICAR 100 institutions put together. Are we using them very effectively for the knowledge transfer, skill transfer? Now that's not happening. That's because we don't have an organized program how to use them, a part of their time. Many institutions can offer these type of programs. So if the MOOCs is successful, we need to begin with them and we need to encompass this to cover all the 25,000 scientists available in the public system. And this may repeat the story. Similar situation may be happening in other developing countries. Unless we try to tap their times, their skills, their expertise, we will not be able to reach the masses in the required number. Now it's a big challenge to us how to reach. The third aspect is the quality and quantity concerns. This is where possibly my vice chancellors are going to have a strong observations on that. Even when we talk of an open university education in agriculture, they are vehemently opposing it only from the point of view of quality. India has only one university. Somehow you could say no one has done any kind of an assessment, the open university versus a regular agricultural university. The type of, they also have a program for undergraduate in agriculture, postgraduate and doctorate. But the vice chancellors have strong reservations. When we sit in the ICR, start talking about the future of agricultural education, we take their concern. So we will not try to talk too much of distance education, at least in the graduate programs. We talk only distance education or open education only in the non-graduate programs. So non-formal type. Now that's the concern what we have. Now coming to the most important thing what I look coming from the Indian north is how do we network, how do we partner?